How's everybody doing on this good Wednesday hump day? Welcome. Just want to tell you, welcome to another week. Very exciting. Early voting started this Monday, so make sure to go check it out. It's definitely, a lot going on with the holidays, so we want to make sure that you make more than enough time to go celebrate by voting, but also celebrate with fam, but also be very careful with everything going on with the pandemic. So today, little a holiday sweater, just to commemorate getting a little bit colder and also the holidays that are coming up rather soon next week. And today I'm drinking some mint and ginger tea. I didn't think that mint and ginger tea were gonna work, but it's actually amazing. So cheers. So yes. So let me tell you, we're gonna start off the live with some good news. Did you know that just on Monday there were 168,000 early in-person votes and 50,000 mail-in votes that were processed. That's 23% more than the first day of early voting for the November elections. Like that is crazy. So like good jobs. Like we're doing the work, y'all. Like it's definitely some amazing time to be heavily involved. Feel free to always ask us questions. We've been getting some really good feedback with what we've been putting out as well as the live stream, so please continue to do that. So we're just really excited about the support that we have been getting from y'all, and just overall with everything going on with the runoff, because it's been hectic. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think that juggling, please be mindful of the organizers that are doing the work during this time. So definitely is, we're in from what I have heard, there's this runoff election is gonna be like one of the most expensive elections ever in U.S. history, which is crazy. But that's like a double-edged sword, because there is more attention. Georgia finally gets the attention that it needs. That national because all eyes are on Georgia. Extremely diverse state. So I'm just glad that it finally is on the view, or the map of a lot of people's paying attention to it. So we're definitely going to see, we've already seen President Trump come support David Perdue and Kelly Loeffler, as well as President-elect Joe Biden come support Kamala Harris, as well as John Ossoff and Reverend Warnock. So definitely very exciting to have this national attention. I think a lot of it is riding. So please make sure all this election is gonna decide multiple things. Not just like COVID relief. It's gonna decide student loans. It's gonna decide climate change. So at the end of the day, the younger generation have to decide. We definitely have to make sure that we are at the forefront and leading, and once again repeat that number that we were the highest in the country. Can you believe that? Like that was so amazing. The highest in the country turnout by youth was in Georgia, so we have to do it again. So make sure you make your plans. I actually went to vote yesterday with my mom. I know I always tell you the same story, but my mom recently naturalized, so she became a citizen just in time for the runoff, because everything was backed up with the pandemic. And then my little brother just turned 18 last week, so both of them were able to vote for the runoff. So it's a very exciting time in this household. So just really exciting to have them being excited for the voting, because a lot of times you can tell your family to go, but if they don't really want to go, it's like you have to force them. So I was happy that I didn't have to push them or do like an extra push for them. They were actually like, oh, I want to go vote. And I'm like, okay, let's go. So it was really good. And yeah, the Electoral College, this past Monday as well, also reaffirmed the decision of the voters from November 3rd. So, that's not news, but, I just wanted to give you that update. And yeah, there's going to be a lot going on with the, because Facebook actually have banned political ads. So now they're going to be bringing back. So, more than likely you're going to see it everywhere. We just, like, I feel like I told you this a couple weeks ago. Now that we are considered by, the general population as a swing state, we have to get used to being, seeing political ads in our social media, in our Hulu, anywhere where more than likely there's going to be ads, there's going to be political ads, because there's a lot of it riding on this election. It's very, very rare to have one runoff, but the fact that we have two is just historic for sure. So yeah, no, and it's really, really exciting time also because it seems like there is a light at the end of the tunnel with the vaccine that is coming for coronavirus, which I believe Pfizer and Moderna have already been approved. Pfizer actually already made it to the first patients were in Augusta, actually, so that was pretty exciting. And the Charlie Norwood Medical Centers were among the first Georgians to get a shot, of the vaccine. So are you, I actually want to open up to our viewers and our tea sippers. Are you gonna get the vaccine? Why or why not? I want to be the first to tell you that this vaccine, the reason why it has, been pumped out so fast is because of the amount of unlimited funding that has gotten. Other vaccines don't have that privilege. So, there's, it has been proven it's extremely high percentage, 90 to 95% success rate, so it's extremely high. So definitely I recommend that, if we want to bring back some sense of normalcy, some sense of like what we had before this pandemic, the faster we get this vaccine, the better. So that's just my view on it, but I want just encourage y'all to definitely get involved, and tell your family members, dispel any myth that you have it, because I think it's understandable being people of color. A lot of times, with the Tuskegee Institute, with the black population, as well as the esterilization of Puerto Ricans, is it's historic. So I understand why there's some people that are like, I don't know how I feel about it. But I'm just here to tell you that the proof is in the pudding. It was actually a black woman scientist that was leading the efforts in Dr. Fauci's team. So she was actually one of the first ones to get it as well, to just show you how much of a success rate it was. So it's just really, really exciting, and we want to make sure that you are safe for this holidays. Where me being Latino, especially Dominicans, we love to celebrate really big holiday, especially Christmas and New Year's, and a lot of party, a lot of dancing, staying till the 5 o'clock in the morning type of situation with a lot of foods. And this is going to be the first year we don't do that. So just because we want to be mindful of the older tios and tias, or aunts and uncles, or the abuela or the grandma. So we want to make sure that you guys are careful and take those precautions. I know it's hard, but I'd rather be there's a saying in Spanish, it's like es mejor prevenir que lamentar, and that just means like it's better to prevent the lament. So we want to make sure that you are the same way. And, actually wanted to just give you an update about the legislative session, because, Tea Time with Brian, started with Golden Tea, and that was actually the one that, started it all, and that was with the legislative session. I'm sure that a lot of you that have already been following us for a while know that we started with the Golden Tea. It's going to be a little bit different this year because of the pandemic. The legislative session overall is going to be different, so we want to make sure that you are still up to date. We're already hearing some rumblings of what is going to happen, and I'm just kind of like, okay, but we're gonna make sure to keep you up to date, so you know when to contact your elected officials. We're already hearing that they want to ban mail-in voting. Georgia has had no excuse mail-in voting or absentee voting, which are the same things. I just wanted to dispel that myth that they're somehow different. They're the same thing. We're already hearing some rumblings that about that. So, but there's multiple things. I see that Jennifer joined the live, and we'll be working with her and GBPI Georgia Budget with a lot of other really great things for the legislative session. So keep out a look for that. Starts back in January, but we want to make sure that you are up to date to know when to contact your elected officials for to make sure that voting is protected, and we have a right to decide. And yeah, I just wanted to just kind of come in. Of course, I'm going to like every single live stream. I want to tell you some just important dates. If you have not returned your absentee ballot, please do it like now. If you're gonna mail it in, if you want to be 100% sure that it's counted and it doesn't get lost for whatever reason, drop it off in your local elections office or any drop box. So make sure that you make some time for that. If you also have 2 weeks to early vote. There definitely going to be a lot of people early voting, so please make sure to make some time. There's some places that end December 30th, some others that end December 31st. So make sure to check before you head out. There have been some early voting locations that have been moved, so please don't assume that just because you voted in that early voting location in the general election, it's going to be the same for the runoff. So please make sure to check MVP, the Georgia website, or to just make sure that check below, because I will make sure to put both the MVP website as well as the advanced or early voting locations by county, which is very important. So I'll make sure to put that below. This 2 weeks, make sure you take advantage of it. I already did, took my family. I'm telling my sister to go vote. She actually works by the McDonough Square, so the elections office of Erin County is actually right next to her office. So I'm telling her go vote. She's telling me that she's gonna go next week. So just hoping for that. And you make sure to do the same. Check in with your tias, with your uncles, cousins, especially if they're younger, in there, like for whatever reason they are students that are from out of state, that study out of state, and they're back home, their permanent address is here. Make sure to tell them to go early vote, if they're registered, of course. So take them, just make sure that they are making their voices be heard. January 5th, of course, is the last day to vote, but with probably the sheer amount of people that are gonna go, just go during early voting, or return your absentee ballot by then. So it's definitely gonna be very, very exciting times. I already give you little Rona updates, and yeah, I'm just super excited with the amount of people that we've been getting a lot of support. So I've actually tagged in the live stream a donation. So if you want to donate to help our efforts to give young people a seat at the table, and to make sure that their voices are being heard, make sure to donate. But also, we are actually, if you can't monetarily help, you can definitely help by volunteering. We actually have a lot of volunteers opportunities currently happening for to make sure that young people know. We're texting people 18 to 35 to make sure to go to that they make some time to go early vote. So if you are interested in that, we normally text every day from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. So it's very great schedule to where any day that you can, maybe it's just on Sundays, maybe it's just on a Thursday afternoon, let me know. I will include below the volunteer sign up link, so you can help us out. We've just been getting some really good feedback, and we just want to thank you. So please feel free to join us. This is gonna be, I normally did it with a restream, But like I told you from the beginning, there's going to be a lot of changing moving parts. So now we're going to start it here in Instagram and then feed it back to all the other ones, just because we have been getting some great engagement here. So thank you so much, and we will see you next week at another Tea Time with Brian. Ciao. Da, 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 da.